So, we're back. The Liverbird Lounge is back. It didn't go for long, it went for about a week, but we are back. Back again. Shade is back. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. So, yeah, this is not for sale, by the way, but please take hand of the microphone. This is a t-shirt that I made, and it does say, back on our swear word perch, you'll never walk alone, champions 20 times, and then yours truly at the bottom. It doesn't actually say that, it says Ellystone Freestylers at the bottom. But yeah, we're a week away. Can you stop? What are you eating? Fruit pasta. You got them about 2 minutes ago. Have you nearly finished them?
Not a full bag.
Was it? Oh, right. Right. So, I've also got a mug that's got this design on it as well. It's right there. Right, so let's get into the serious stuff now. So Liverpool Football Club have indulged in a bit of transfer business over the last week or so. Jeremy Frimpong, nearly over the line. We did need a defensive player after Trent left. Well, not even left yet.
He has.
Yeah, we can just sort of count him as a Madrid player now. But
not playing again tonight, Trent. I'm not even sure if he's on the bench.
Is he not even? Let's have a look. Is he even on the bench?
Yeah.
He's on the bench. He better not play because he don't need to. He doesn't need to play. But let's get on to the transfer business. So we have been in the market for Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen. His release clause was £35 million, or in brackets, euros. And I think this deal has been done pretty quickly, as it was only this time last week that we were in advanced talks with him. And now he is currently completing his medical, and we should get an announcement for him very soon. Another player that we've also been in advanced talks for, as Fabrizio Romano did announce this morning, is Milos Kerkez, who I'm not surprised about, but I'm very surprised that it's come out today that we're in advanced talks with him. If we've done the Frimpong deal half as fast, we should. If we've done this Frimpong deal as fast as we have, then we should get the Milos Kerkez done as fast. Deal done as fast. Is that?
I know what you mean.
Makes sense? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get this one done as fast as we have with the Frimpong one if we're in advanced talks already. Apparently I've read that we're just negotiating for a fee and we're agreeing personal terms. I think Milos Kerkez will probably be a Liverpool player this summer. But yeah, how fast do you think we're moving with transfer business this summer?
Well, quick off the mark this time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Usually seems to go on forever and ever, and transfer sagas and whatnot, but we've identified that we needed a right back with Frimpong, and we've gone in there and done it. I don't think these deals are done as quickly as they appear. Excuse me. I think there's quite a lot of work done quite a while ago. I think we knew I think the club knew a while ago that Trent wasn't going to sign a new contract, so they'd started the search for his replacement. But yeah, it's comforting to know that it's not going to drag on through the summer, and so yeah, it's good. Hats off to him for getting it done.
Definitely. Obviously, I think this is again another steal. We only signed McAllister for something like, it was in the region of like £30 million, wasn't it? Something like
35 million.
That was a steal. That was a great signing, as we've seen. Obviously, we did sign Chiesa last summer. For lower than that, it was about £15 million, but that one obviously hasn't gone to plan at all. That one has gone a bit tits up.
Playing tonight,
but yeah, I mean, we have got the title over the line, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him playing tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got, and just if he can just keep his place at Liverpool, maybe not obviously as a starter. He's never going to start at Liverpool, I don't think. But even if he can just stay at Liverpool, let's just see what he can prove tonight. Just show Slot what he can do tonight. And maybe he can stay at Liverpool this summer. What do you think?
I don't think he's staying, Ev. Regardless of how well he plays tonight, I think it's already in the pipeline. I've read a few reports that he was going to Napoli on a season-long loan with an option to buy. It was a strange signing. Signed him and never really played him. I think what did for him was his performance at Plymouth.
Yeah. Definitely, that was awful.
Where he was bad.
Abysmal.
And I think that's probably what put Slot off a bit, thinking that he can't trust him and whatnot when he did want to bring him into the side. I can't see him being a Liverpool player next season.
Yeah, I don't know whether I can see him being a Liverpool player or not. It looks pretty much that he's going to be settling at another club this summer. We're obviously going to most likely see Darwin. Yeah, I don't know whether I can see him being a Liverpool player or not. It looks pretty much that he's going to be settling at another club this summer. We're obviously going to most likely see Darwin leave this summer as well.
Yeah, I think Darwin's going to go.
He's done at Liverpool. I do think that. I don't know. I mean, we've got to keep some players. We can't sell everyone. But, I don't know who goes. I don't know who I'd sell out of Darwin and Jota. I think I would probably sell Darwin more.
See, I wouldn't. If we had to choose between one or the other, I would choose
Jota.
I would choose to keep Darwin.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though we can't hit a barn door?
Yeah, I just think he affects games more than Jota. If Jota doesn't score, and look, Jota's last few performances have been absolutely
I can agree with
abysmal.
Abysmal. How much did he cost us?
45 million, I think, something like that from Wolves.
Should go back.
If he doesn't score, he doesn't give you a lot else, but Darwin can. When Darwin's in the mood, he's such a strange player. He's so frustrating, is Darwin. But if we had to sell one and keep one, I personally would keep Darwin and get rid of Jota. I think Jota's time at Liverpool's come to an end. He's injured far too much.
He's on our treatment table nearly half the season.
And his last few performances, like I say, have just been absolutely rank bad. Really bad. So, obviously, we can't get rid of every forward player.
No. I think we do have to sign a striker.
We definitely need to sign a striker. So, I wouldn't. If we had to choose between one or the other, I would choose
Jota.
I would choose to keep Darwin.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though we can't hit a barn door?
Yeah, I just think he affects games more than Jota. If Jota doesn't score, and look, Jota's last few performances have been absolutely
I can agree with
abysmal.
That. Abysmal. How much did he cost us?
45 million, I think, something like that from Wolves.
Should go back.
If he doesn't score, he doesn't give you a lot else, but Darwin can. When Darwin's in the mood, he's such a strange player. He's so frustrating, is Darwin. But if we had to sell one and keep one, I personally would keep Darwin and get rid of Jota. I think Jota's time at Liverpool's come to an end. He's injured far too much.
He's on our treatment table nearly half the season.
And his last few performances, like I say, have just been absolutely rank bad. Really bad. So, obviously, we can't get rid of every forward player.
No. I think we do have to sign a striker.
We definitely need to sign a striker.
We can't just... If we are going to keep Darwin, which he will most likely go this summer, we've got to get someone on top of that, whether it be Julian Alvarez. I don't know if Julian Alvarez will come this summer, but it's got to be someone else other than Darwin. Like, whoever we sign, they've got to be better than Darwin if Darwin is to stay this summer.
Yeah. He's not scored enough goals, and that's apparent. That's apparent in his numbers.
Yeah.
I think his career got off to a really bad start when he got sent off in his second game at Palace, and I think that probably
set him off.
Sort of stopped his momentum. And then he for the last sort of 3 seasons, he's in and out the team. He doesn't really get a decent run in the team. So
I tell you what, Sorry for that. Last season, I don't think he did that bad. I think last season was his best season out of the 3 he's had here. I think this season's probably been his worst.
If you look at the stats for goals and assists, he's on about the same as Luis Diaz.
Darwin is?
Yeah, and he's played far less games and far less minutes. So it's... I just don't know with him. I'm puzzled by him. I think a lot of people are puzzled by him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is with him. I don't think his best position's playing through the middle as a number 9.
No.
I think he's best coming off the left. But I have a sneaky feeling that he will go.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably go to Saudi.
Saudi?
I believe so. He's been putting a load of cryptic photos on social media, black and white photos, which usually sort of means it's a bit of a goodbye type thing. But I can't see him being at Liverpool next season, to be honest.
Nah. I don't think he will be at Liverpool next season. It's very unlikely that he will be at Liverpool next season. I can't see him staying at Liverpool next season. But so you think we keep Darwin over Jota?
I would, yeah. I think he does more in games if he doesn't score than Jota does. He's quick. He's strong, and we've seen in flashes the sort of thing that he can do. We just don't see it often enough. My patience run out with Jota with his injury record, but let's not forget that he's written himself into Liverpool legend. He's a title winner now, so we'd wish him the best if he did go somewhere else.
Are we on about both Darwin and Jota here?
Yeah, both. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's
of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it is a shame that Darwin's career is going to inevitably end like this at Liverpool after just 3 seasons. I would have hoped to keep him for a lot more seasons than this, but you know, that's just how things end sometimes. Not really much can be done. But yeah, I think there's going to be a massive overhaul this summer. Obviously, we've got Frimpong coming in.
I don't think it's going to be massive, Ev. I really don't.
What, we've seen 3 or 4 signings?
I think the phrase used to be, in the great days when we had the managers from the boot room, it was evolution rather than revolution. There used to be very much a policy of 3 in, 3 out, which obviously the game's changed since then. But I don't think we need a complete rebuild by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't think we need a rebuild.
A right back, a left back, which we seem to have
done already.
Pretty much
somehow.
Got there with that already. We certainly need a goal scorer, someone other than Mo who's going to get us 15 goals a season.
I reckon we sign Hugo Ekitike. I'm going to say you know nothing about who Hugo Ekitike is. He's got crazy numbers at Frankfurt this season. I think we take a gamble and get Ekitike, to be honest with you. I would say sign Julian Alvarez, but I don't think he's thinking of moving to Liverpool this season. Obviously, he's ex-Man City. I think he probably wants to stay at Atletico for a bit longer than a season. But yeah, I'd love to sign Alvarez this season. But yeah, I think maybe 3 or 4 signings this season would do it for us.
I think so. Remember that we've still got Mamardashvili to come.
What do you think happens with Mamardashvili?
He's second fiddle to Alisson. Second fiddle to Alisson. You can't leave Alisson out.
No. I think Kelleher does go this season.
The one thing I will say about Alisson is that for a goalkeeper, he does get a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So I'd have been quite happy to keep Kelleher as I think he's the best number 2 in the league. I'd be quite happy to keep him as number 2 for selfish reasons. But I think he needs to go somewhere and play and get first team football.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to have to cut it short this week. It's normally longer than this. We've got a football match to watch.
We have indeed, mate.
So thank you for that this week.
Welcome, mate. Always a pleasure.
Very much. Great
Always
chat again. Liverbird Lounge will be back next week. Obviously, Wednesday at either 6 or 8 p.m. So, yeah. Please, as always, if you did enjoy this episode, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe.
We might see you at the parade next Monday. This time next Monday, we'll be in Liverpool for the parade. So, what a day that's going to be, AF.
Exactly, yeah.
What a day that's going to be. Yeah.
Amazing, yeah.
So, see you there.
Yeah. Turn post notifications on. Like, subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you lot in the next one. Take care, and peace out.